Hello, friends. I haven't spoken about the Ukraine war for a while. So I think I might just give an update on my thoughts about that. I was away in Europe and the UK during August and September, not the whole of the months, but about a month in total. And when I got back, I started to look again at YouTube, Ukraine reports about the war. And I was amazed and quite encouraged and became quite cheerful because I realized that things are really looking up for Ukraine. They're hitting the refineries with great regularity, which of course hurts Russia both in terms of its economy and its logistics for the war directly. And in many other ways, Ukraine seems to have made amazing leaps forward. There's this Tolika drone, three variants of it, and certainly the largest one, which carries what is it, a warhead of 1,000 kilogram? No, is it 5,000? 5,000 kilograms. It's a monster, and that could surely take down the Kerch Bridge. So there's that threat that they've developed. And the Flamingo, of course, which I don't think they've really used yet at the time that I'm speaking, but it's got a range of 3,000 kilometers, I think, which goes very deep into Russia indeed. And Trump has clearly, well, for the first time, not very long ago, he said he thought Ukraine could win, which has to be a step forward. Um, And I wonder what particular information he's looked at, which has convinced him of that. It may be the Ukrainians have worked on him and convinced him, or it may be the US intelligence. Who knows? But anyway, he seems to. He's also been, um, as he would probably put it, let down by Putin, who he thought was a friend, and of course isn't. And so, really. That's all. That's all to the good. And there's talk of Tomahawk missiles, which are, I think, they have a maximum range of something like 2,000 or 2,500 kilometers, but they are the most accurate cruise missile. You can put them through a window, much like one of the drones, in fact. But this is a missile. So if some of those are provided to Ukraine in some way, that's clearly going to be a big plus. One hears also about, I think it was it the Gripen Swedish jet fighter that is being provided now, and a few other things, obviously, which are new for Ukraine. So they've got this huge array of Western technology, and they are clearly the world leaders in drone technology. I mean, because they are having to use it every day, so they're getting practical use and able to check how these things work and make improvements as necessary or corrections. So really, all of that's very good. And if you look at Crimea, which is where I think Zelensky said the war would start and end, at the moment we have a situation of, if I understand the reports correctly, and if they are correct, um, they're running out of petrol or gasoline, depending on whether you're British or American. Um, Huge queues, not only there, but throughout Russia, as I understand it, for that. And also in Crimea, they seem to be running out of water. Now, if you run out of water, well, that's a really serious thing, obviously. And I'm wondering how long the Russians will want to stay in Crimea under these conditions. And not to mention, of course, that the Ukrainians have been attacking their radars in particular, which um, operate as the eyes for their guided missiles, the S-300, S-400, these massive missiles that they have as air defense. So if they've taken out most of the air defense as well, that of course makes it easier to attack where they want. It could be Sebastopol, could be the Kerch Bridge. It's possible they want to leave the Kerch Bridge up for a while to allow Russians to get out. I don't know. I don't really know. Or we may wake up tomorrow. I may wake up tomorrow morning and they've hit it. Um, anyway, as regards the progress of the war, um, it's clearly turning in Ukraine's favor. I haven't even mentioned the business of what's going on around Pokrovsk and the encirclement of, I think it's two or three uh, bodies of Russian troops there. So that clearly is going in Ukraine's favor. And so I think has really, the tide has turned in favor of Ukraine at last. Um, what worries me slightly is that if there is a if there is a premature ceasefire, uh, then the ensuing peace might end up as on the lines of actually of the ceasefire, so that Ukraine might not get all its territory back. And that does worry me because I think Ukraine certainly more than deserves to get its own territory back. I don't go as far as Trump did, saying that they could probably take something more from Russia. I mean, no, I don't think Ukraine is really interested in doing that, and that would probably store up trouble for the future. But if Ukraine can get back to its 2000 and what is it, 2014 borders, that would be absolutely fantastic. And then Russia could lick its wounds. Another interesting point is that the general winter, which is in the past always favored Russia, is probably favoring Ukraine this time. Um, if you look at the campaigns of the Swedes, Napoleon, and Hitler, they all attacked Russia, and they got to a certain point, and then in came the winter, and basically they were ill-equipped and they were forced to retreat by winter, basically. But this situation is different now because, for one thing, Ukraine is better equipped, man for man, than the Russians, and also mm, the Russians are the attackers, and it's their attacks are weaker and weaker as far as I can tell. There are mutinies, not surprising. Um, if if the Russian army starts refuses to pay any of the salaries, that could be another interesting development, and see how that goes. But at any rate, I think that the winter is going to favour Ukraine. Um, and of course, there is also General Mud to consider, uh, the ally or sorry, the ally of General Winter. It's all very fascinating. Of course, everyone wants peace in the end, or most people, most sane people. Every sane person wants peace, I think, but not on Russia's terms, on Ukraine's terms, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm absolutely uh, amazed by Ukraine's achievements. But then they're fighting for their existence. That's quite different from what the Russians are doing, which is they're trying to sort of restore their empire, which is a much lower motivation than if you're fighting to save your country. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you again soon if I can just find where to turn this thing off. Where are we? Stop the recording. Oops. There we are. Got it.